What's up, party people? I'm back with a quick sim playoff prediction. Yes, I am an Eagles fan. I'm going to try not to be a homer, but I'm going to pick every game quick sim style until we have a Super Bowl champion. Let me know who you think is going to win these games this week, or the Super Bowl or the Super Bowl. Who are you rooting for? Listen, I'm a fan of everyone's team. I want everyone's to win. I got mine last year. What I want one this year? You always want to be the last one standing, but the reason why I think last year and the first Super Bowl we won were so great is because you got to go through some losing for a while. Losing to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 3 years ago and then winning it, 2 years after that. That just felt great, especially when you can take down the Patriots and the Chiefs, which were pretty much dynasties at that time. Those feel good, right? So winning back to back, I mean, it would be great, but you know, it's not. It's just different. So I'm not going to be greedy, and I actually, spoiler alert, I don't think the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl this year. But the NFC side is so fucking weird that who knows? All the sexy teams are on the AFC side, and it's probably going to be an AFC team, but we'll see. So let's get into it. I'll give you my pick by pick, and then we'll simulate quick sim style, and then we'll go from there for the next round. All right, so the first game is on Saturday. It's the Panthers and the LA Rams in a rematch. Obviously, the Rams should win, right? And I think the Rams are going to win. And the only thing here is that, talking about how weird the fucking NFC side is, the Panthers have some huge wins and they have some ugly losses. And I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to go with an upset. No, I'm just kidding. The Rams are cursed. If you watch That's Good Sports, which is hilarious, great recap every week of the past week's NFL, it's like old school Sports Center, but with cursing, and it's great. Check out That's Good Sports. He also does a power rankings, and he spins the wheel, the curse wheel, and this fucking wheel has been dead on, and it's picked the LA Rams. So where I think the Rams will win, I think we're gonna lose a Puka or we're gonna lose a Stafford in this game. So who knows? That's just kind of my feel, but I mean, dude, it's like 14% of the money's on the Panthers, and I mean, are we gonna start the playoffs with an upset of all upsets? I mean, the Panthers might be the worst team ever to make the playoffs, but we've seen winner things, and especially this year, just never know what's gonna happen. So later on Saturday night, we have the 8 p.m. game, which is the Bears and the Packers are meeting for the third time. This is kind of a toss-up, and honestly, at first I thought I was going to let Madden just decide this. Never going to set a winner or a loser. Just let it quick sim, and then whoever won. But according to the Greenlight podcast, I believe that I got this from with Chris Long. No team finishing 0-4 has won the playoffs, so sorry, Packers. It's a good night for you. It's pretty much all I got. That's not a good finish. And then we move to Sunday games where we have the Bills traveling to the Jags, and I believe, also according to the Greenlight podcast, Sean McDermott is 0-6 on the road in the playoffs, and the Jags are home and they're pretty good, and the Bills defense is not that good, especially like DVOA wise and stuff like that. You can run on them. Jags have a better defense. Now, maybe you could run the Jags. I know they're the best run defense, but there are, caveats to everything, and numbers aren't everything. But Josh Allen's a superhuman, so he's had his up and downs this year. But I'm gonna go with, that's a pretty damning record, 0-6 in the playoffs. I know that you've played the Chiefs and stuff like that, but just home playoff games are great. They're important, and being 0-6 on the road is not good. So we're going to go with the Jags in this one. Next, we have the 4 o'clock game. It's the Eagles, the 49ers. And I'm an Eagles fan. Said that many times, but I'm realistic. This offense has been Jekyll and Hyde. It's great for a quarter or a half. It's never been great for a whole game. We've been waiting for that forever. Waiting for this team to find its identity. Maybe they give Tank Bigsby the ball more. Lane Johnson's coming back. I think obviously they're healthier. But the one thing that has me, I'm going to pick the Eagles, is that when you think back to last year with the Lions and the Vikings playing for home field advantage, and then the Lions won, Vikings, I mean, that's demoralizing. The 49ers had the playoffs through the Super Bowl locked up. All they had to do was beat the Seahawks, and they choked it away. That's demoralizing. Now you're on the road across the country, 4 o'clock, playing the Eagles, where as dysfunctional as they are on offense, they are pain in the fucking ass playing on defense. And I know they have a great head coach, really good at drawing up plays, and they're probably going to score points. They're probably going to score at least 20 or 23 points, and the Eagles need to score more than them. But the Eagles have more talent, and their head coach has been known, as you saw in the final game of the season, to pucker up with the game on the line in the biggest moments. And he's a great offensive coordinator, but he choked away a Super Bowl. This is just not their year. This is their spot. I mean, they had a really easy schedule. Everyone's talking about the Patriots' easy schedule. Well, 49ers had one too. So I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles here. I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl, as I said before, but just the way, if this was any matchup, I'm gonna take the home team against a team that just absolutely choked away a first round bye like they did. All right, so the nightcap on this Sunday slate of games is the Chargers and the Patriots. This is a great game. Off the bat, I'm picking MVP Drake MVP May. I know they had a really easy schedule and everything like that. That's not anything new. I believe the Chargers are giving up like the most pressure of all these teams on offensive line, and they're getting back Milton Williams. So the Patriots are kind of a pass funnel, so you can pass on them. And Herbert's got to play his ass off. And I mean, it's what Harbaugh has done with this Chargers team, keeping them just in the playoffs with losing a ton of talent, especially on the offensive line. Really great here. But that's a tough spot on the road. And I'm just going to have to go with the Patriots here. Sorry to the Chargers fans. Hopefully we can stay healthy. We need to stay healthy. I feel like my entire life has been the Chargers choking in the playoffs and getting a ton of injuries and just getting in their way. So I'm going to take the Patriots here. And then that brings us to the last game. And I haven't really heard anything to make me change my mind. This is the one I don't fucking know. I mean, I think the Texans are a better team. And I'm just going to go with the better defense. I mean, they're one of the best defenses in this side of the ball. So, I mean, did the Steelers or Ravens deserve to be here? Really not. I mean, you never know. But I'm going to go with the Texans. I mean, is that one upset? That's not one upset. We need an upset. You know what? We're going to go the Steelers here. This is a toss-up for me. We're going to go through this entire first round with no upsets. I mean, it could be the fucking Panthers because LA's cursed. But like I said, I think that LA's going to win. The Rams are going to win, and they're going to lose a player because that's also a part of what happens with the curse wheel. But I haven't picked an upset, so we're going to go with the Steelers here. Texans, they just want to throw deep, and they really don't have a run game. They play great defense, but you're on the road. We got holy water all over the field. They're going to slip on, and so the Steelers are going to be the upset of the wild card round. So let's simulate quick sim style and get to the next round. All right, well, I back out of here and go down and advance the week to the next round, quick sim style. Please like and subscribe. Join the community to help support me. If you're into Madden rebuild content and specifically quick sim, I got you covered on this channel. I do slow sim, but I'm moving on my slow sim content to my new channel called Madden Slow Sim Rebuilds. Madden 27, it'll be nothing but all the tips and other content that deals with slow sim on that channel. So you can please hit the link in the description, subscribe there as well. Other than that, if you have a comment already, leave me a comment, and I greatly appreciate your support. So let's get back into this. Let's get into the second round of the playoffs, predicting it Madden quick sim style. All right, so let's start with the NFC side of things here. You have another rematch, Seahawks and the Rams, and you have the Eagles and the Bears. So this is the third time the Seahawks are playing. They're at home. They're like one of the best DVOAs on defense. And the last few times it happens, those teams have won a Super Bowl. Also, to know about the Seahawks, every time they've gotten the 1 seed, I believe they won the Super Bowl or went to the Super Bowl or something like that. So I'm going to take the Seahawks right off the bat here. You know, especially when we're saying that Puka is going to get hurt or Stafford's going to get hurt in this game. And yeah, that's not good. So the Seahawks, I'm sorry, Rams fans, it's over. I know that hurts. But that Seattle team is really good on defense. And I think Sam Darnold, even though he didn't play great, I think winning that Week 18 game exercised the demons from the year before. He's the only other quarterback besides Tom Brady to win back-to-back 14-game seasons. And their defense is great. They're coming in rested. So we're going to go to Seattle. And then we come to the Eagles, my Eagles, and the Bears. I think, obviously, the Eagles are going to be more prepared for the Bears this time. When they played them on a Friday, they played them, Black Friday, I believe it was, if I remember correctly. They were way more physical. The Bears are losing people. Caleb Williams takes a really long time to get going, and then when the game's on the line, he starts his magic. I'm gonna go the Eagles here. Yeah, I mean, this isn't a coin flip for me. You never know. But we've been through this before, Bears fans. This is you're ahead of schedule, so we're gonna pick the Eagles here. So we got the Eagles and the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game, and then this is tough here on this side. One of these 1 seeds should probably lose because that usually is what happens. I just don't trust the Broncos. Their defense hasn't been as great to me. The Steelers are odd. It's a tough place to play on the road, but I don't trust Sean Payton. I'm sorry. I mean, he throws to wide receivers in crunch time, even back to his time with the Saints, that aren't going to draw pass interferences. He runs like fullback dives from 4 yards out on a 4th and 4. Like, it's just weird shit. He does weird stuff that I think will cost him the game. Bo Nix can be up and down. He's all over the place, and you have a Steelers team playing inspired, I guess. They're that wild card team that really shouldn't be here. Possibly, they kind of got some luck. So I'm going to go with an upset here. I know it's crazy, but we're going to go with the Steelers, who are dysfunctional themselves in a really weird matchup. Win a close game here. By the way, in that Bears-Eagles game, there's going to be no points scored. No, none. Absolutely none. And there's probably going to be very low points in this game too. It's a weird matchup. It can go either way, but I'm going to take the Broncos losing here at home to the Patriots. I mean, to the Steelers. And then you have a great matchup, which I can't wait to watch, is New England versus the Jaguars. And you got a pass funnel defense against a team that can run the ball. This is tough, man. I don't know. I got no stats on this. We haven't gotten this far in content that I've watched, so this is just my feeling. I feel the Patriots can get this done. I think this is what the Patriots do. They win in the playoffs, and this is Drake May's year. He's that second year for a young quarterback is very important. Drake May did not waste it, and fuck your easy schedule. You play who you play. Plenty of teams have gotten to playoffs and won Super Bowls playing an easy schedule. That's what happens, and those are my picks. And if you made it this far, I want to say you are simply an amazing supporter and viewer, and I can't thank you enough. So while we're talking about that, let's talk about some new members to the community that have recently joined. I haven't shouted out people in a while, so we're going to do that right now. Here's your moment. We got Strafe CR, the newest one. It's Big O 4926. He just rejoined. We have, no, I don't know how I say this name. Narwhale Jedi Boy. There you go. Dre YC0. BK, lots of I's or L's 966. Bet the over 112. Chase Davis 3482. And I think Michael Carucci 521. I think that's everybody. So thank you all for joining, supporting me. Greatly helps me. And let's get back into this. Last two games here. Listen, this is where it ends for my Eagles. Seahawks got the number 1 seed. Sam Darnold exercised the demons. They have really good history with having the number 1 seed and having one of the best DVOAs on defense. They are going to the Super Bowl. And then on the other side, well, this is where the magic stops for the Steelers. And it's going to be a familiar opponent, like it always is. We'll be asking, is this the start of a new Patriots dynasty or the start of, the next run of great Seahawks teams, which we've seen with Russell Wilson? So this is a particularly common matchup, I guess we're going to say, in the Super Bowl. We're going to have the Patriots versus the Seahawks. And as we back out of here and hit the quick sim, we're going to get to the Super Bowl here, and that's going to give us a matchup of the Seahawks and the Patriots, a matchup we've experienced before. And I'm sorry, Patriots fans, I believe this is where it stops. Your easy schedule got you this far. Some might think it's the start of a dynasty. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with what the stats say. And Seattle getting the number 1 seed, having one of the best DVOs, is just going to carry them over. And Sam Darnold's going to do what Sam Darnold does, just not get in the way. And it's a pass funnel, and I think JSN has a big game, and the defense shows up, and that's all she wrote. Seattle Seahawks, out of nowhere, kind of are the Super Bowl champions over the Patriots. So let me know how wrong I am. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? Who do you think is going to win it? Let's call our shots now. If you don't call it now, it doesn't count, but you can tell me how wrong I am. It's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't mean to hurt your feelings. I love all your teams. And if they don't win the Super Bowl, we're just going to rebuild them into a dynasty. Now let's look back at what happened in our slow sim in Madden 25, where we ended up having the Bears versus the Bills in the Super Bowl. And let's look at the matchups here of who we had in the playoffs, and then eventually, we had the Bears over the Bills. Let's check it out. Let's see how right we were back in Madden 25. Madden 25. So we did have, we had the Broncos, Bills, and we had the Steelers making it. Other than that, we did not have the Ravens. I mean, we had the Colts being good, but they obviously choked, and the Chiefs went back in this scenario, but that did not happen in real life. And then we had the Eagles, Seahawks, Bears, and 49ers. So 4 of those teams we got right. Buccaneers we got wrong, although they were very close. Falcons were very close. I mean, they probably were the best team in that division at the end of the year. Just didn't make it. And what happened to the Commanders was a disaster. And then as far as when we got to the Super Bowl here, we had the Bears over the Bills in an unlikely matchup. I mean, and this is still very possible to happen. I could kind of see it. I would hope the Bears would be more healthy, but maybe they're a year early. But this is very possible still. So, who's more right, me now or me and us back in Madden 25 when we were doing realistic rosters into the summer, which is just crazy. So, and I had the Bears beating the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. I don't remember who I think the Bills beat the Ravens to get there. I can't remember. But anyway, what's the more likely Super Bowl outcome? We also did one this year for Madden 26. In our slow sim league to see, what playbooks were the best, and we ended up coming out with the Eagles winning the Super Bowl in that one. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. We got 3 different champions here, but I'm gonna go with my picks now, which is the Seattle Seahawks over the Patriots. Thank you again for watching. If you made it this the whole time, you are fucking amazing. I love you, and I'll see you very soon for a rebuild of the Raiders and a video on the best playbook combinations for the Atlanta Falcons defense. Also, I got content coming out daily on my Slow Sim channel, so don't forget to check that out. All right, that's it for me. I'll talk way too much, and yeah, let's enjoy the playoffs. See you very soon. Later.